for independence.
What is your American dream?
My American dreams at this moment is living the blissful aspect of knowing that I could be free of my detachments. If I could detach anything that is creating pain, and that this country has allowed me to become the best version of me, I think that is called the American dream for me.
The American dream too is about realization. The most important thing in my life is to find my home. I'm so grateful to be living in America, and it's such an experience for me. To connect with my soul is the way that I'm living my American dream.
Living the American dream in the wildest dream. Who would I ever thought that I was going to live in New York City, having these amazing choices and possibilities? America has been the best gift I ever had, because it has allowed me to become the best version of who I am.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. It's Hump Day. Welcome, everybody. March 6th, That's what it says here on the card. I just actually looked over. I said, what is today's date? All I know is Hump Day. Hello, Yonathan.
What's up?
Yo-Yo Elias.
How's it going?
What's going on?
Ready for this Hump Day.
I am. And Belgium Kim is still on extended holiday.
Right. So she's leaving us
She's
again,
really giving us.
guys.
She's really giving us the heave ho
Yeah.
to Miss Hump Day, right? That's her favorite day.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm very shocked that she would miss it.
Yeah, and let's see how awkward this is going to be with two
It's
guys.
gonna be very awkward. And I don't know what the Hump Day news is yet.
I don't either, but
yeah, but just keep your tongue in your mouth when when we're talking about Hump Day
trust
news.
me,
That's all.
everything will be on this side. Don't look at me.
Meanwhile, Jody Ann White, what's up? Squad up, Willie L. Williams, waiting on the Hump Day news. Deion Watson, Zane Superman Good, and Abigail Taylor Watson. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's Hump Day. Tamika Nelson says, hey, Zane. Angela Barrett, hello, everybody. Kennedy Roy, hello, Tamika. Tanzina Biddy wants to bring her 6-year-old niece to the USA from Bangladesh. We'll get to those questions in a few minutes. Marcia McCalla, how are you? Tamika Nelson, Kennedy Roy, Levon D. Tucker,
Your
for
favorite
Academy
name.
Award-winning performance in a Spike Lee movie, right? It sounds like it, right? Angela Barrett, I said JoJo Overcome. And Lisa Blingrose says, hello, Uncle Brad and Yo-Yo, happy Camel Day.
Yes, yes.
And on YouTube, Elijah Muhammad, Olga Alvalier says, hello there. I think Olga may be new. Hello, Olga.
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing an Olga, but maybe I'm wrong.
Avalar.
Olga Avalar, welcome to Brad Squad.
Hey.
Welcome everybody. Elijah Muhammad, Simone Thompson says, good evening, Brad and the squad. Marcia Frazier, Afzaleh, squad up, Captain Brad and Yo-Yo, the best day of the week. It's Hump Day.
Yes, it is.
Afzaleh, never misses a day. Beverly Wright, what's going on? Jean Love also never misses. He's always there. Andre Mackley, and somebody who changed their name. Just change name. Change name. Squad up. I think we've seen change name
Yes,
before.
we have. We definitely have.
And Olga says her brother-in-law was deported 15 years ago, and we will get to that question shortly too. Carol, the Top Cat Tigress Anderson says, Brad, Yonathan, Sam, happy Hump Day.
Hey.
Ken Kivett says, hey, Brad Squad, it's Hump Day. Woo. A lot of people like Hump Day.
They do.
And
Arlene.
Rococo Chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rococo Chocolate is a woman or a man.
Rococo
Or could
Chocolate.
It could be Rocco Chocolate, you know.
I don't know.
You think it's a man or woman? Because if it's a man, I don't want to
Rococo,
call.
are you
Because
a
if it's a
man or a
man, I don't
woman?
want to say, "Hey, Rococo Chocolate." You know, that doesn't sound good. You know, I'm like, "Hey, Rocco, what's up?" You know.
Right.
I don't know. You know, and
Yeah,
then I
I don't
said
know.
it, and then I got into Hump Day, and I'm
Rococo,
like,
you a man or a woman?
I don't know, but it just sounds like a very sexy name,
It
for
does.
a female. But it could be
does.
Rocco, and then I'm like,
It could be a sexy name for a man too.
Rocco's a sexy name for a man, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, go.
It's Hump Day.
It's
hey.
Hump Day. Could be, hey, you just gotta go with it, right? If
Gotta
it's a
go with
sexy
it.
man, hey,
Go.
Rococo. Doesn't matter.
I'm a woman, Brad.
What?
Rococo Chocolate is a woman.
It's a woman.
So now you
It's
can do your
Rococo
sexy voice.
Chocolate.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
I have the wrong news in my hand, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Don't go
We are live
right in.
we are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. But what we'd like is for other people to know that we are live on YouTube and live on Facebook. What we have realized after doing this show for a year and a half is not enough people know that we are live. Every person I meet, Yonathan, maybe except maybe there's like 2 or 3 guys, who like wear sheets over their head who don't like us.
Right.
But other than that, okay, other than the 2 or 3 guys with sheets over their head who don't like us, okay, who may have tuned in at some point.
Right.
Everybody overwhelmingly says this is the best show, loves the show.
Absolutely.
Loves the show. There's not I would say 99%. 99% love the show.
I would agree.
Okay? Very few people who don't.
Yes.
You got to be literally like one of those sheet-wearing dudes.
That
right?
Absolutely.
We're dudettes.
Yeah.
They're dudettes who do that too.
There you go.
Other than that, everybody loves us. So we have a problem, Yonathan.
Yes.
Everybody loves us, but they don't want to share their love with anybody. They want to keep us all to themselves. They don't want to tell the world. They don't want to share it with anybody. We tried Broadway. They said, nah, no way, Brad.
Right.
I got you all to myself. It's like almost like the Brad Squad's a little jealous.
Yeah,
you know,
they can't be.
Right. They must be like they're very jealous and possessive.
I would agree with that.
Would you agree with
yes,
that? They don't want to tell anybody. It's like their little secret, their little heaven.
It shouldn't be that way.
Right? It's like their little heaven, and they don't want to share it with anybody.
Right.
What can we do about it? I don't know what to do anymore.
You can't really do anything about that.
I've tried to bribe them.
Yes.
I've tried to make them feel guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried to threaten them that there will be no show. I once did that. I said, if you don't share, I will not come back and ever do the show again. Nothing works because they know no matter what, the show's always I'm coming back anyway. It doesn't matter. So what do I do, Yonathan? I'm going to leave it up to you.
We just have to keep on asking.
Keep it on asking.
We just have to keep on asking.
Okay.
Guys, you guys already know. You have to share. Share right now. As we're speaking, let me see how many shares we have. Because I already know during this time we start off with at least 50 shares. And right now we're only at 21 shares. Can you believe that? 21 shares. If you guys share right now, everybody that's watching, all 60 people on Facebook, we will already have over 100 shares. So share right now. Share to your own page, share to your friend's page, and most importantly, share in the inbox. Put a private message, make a group together, and just blast that share right now. And also, don't forget to like the comments, okay? Please. And also, we want to hear what you guys are thinking. Interaction. We love the interaction. We love your comments, your thoughts of anything that we're speaking about, all right? So guys, like and comment right now, but most importantly, share. And also for YouTube, you already know that you have to share as well. Copy the link, share it. You can share it on your Facebook. You can also share it to your Twitter or Instagram, but most importantly, let's create a group of friends and family or anybody you think that might benefit from the show on a WhatsApp. Share it, send it as a blast, and make sure you like and subscribe so you can get the notifications as well. Now, we are going to go to Schmoozing with Brad.
All right.
There we go.
Let's see what's in the news, Yonathan
All
Yo-Yo
right.
Elias.
Since I learned all my news from you.
Yes. So the president, it turns out today that it came out a couple weeks ago. Ivanka Trump said the president did nothing to give her top security clearance, that she can go into any, her and Jared Kushner. I have to shut my phone off. I don't know why that's on. Her and Jared Kushner can go into any top secret security file, computer. Well, everything's on the computer now. It's not like there's a security room. Maybe there is. Who knows? I mean, they can go if in fact Area 61 exists. Okay, if in fact it exists, they can walk in there and see if there's aliens there. Okay, they have top security clearance to go anywhere they want and do whatever they want.
Okay.
And apparently, the people in the U.S. government outside of Donald Trump, like the former Chief of Staff John Kelly, the former White House counsel Don McGahn, did not want to sign off on giving Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner top security clearance. But the president forced them to do it, even though they were not passing their top security clearances. So what came out today was that although Trump has the legal authority to grant clearance to anybody he wants, almost always in the history of the United States of America, up to Donald Trump, in every instance it was left up to the White House Personnel Security Office, which determines whether a staffer should be granted one after the FBI has conducted a thorough background check. But after concerns were raised by the Personnel Office that Kushner and Ivanka Trump could have ties to foreign governments through their different business deals, Trump pushed them anyway and said, my daughter and my son-in-law will get top security clearances. Apparently, Trump was rebuffed by the security office. They said, no, they don't deserve it.
Oh, wow.
And he went over their head, and the president can do whatever the heck he wants, and he gave it to them anyway. This development comes on the heels of Thursday's New York Times report that President Trump ordered Kelly to grant Kushner a top-secret security clearance, despite concerns raised by intelligence officials as well. The latest revelation also contradicts Ivanka Trump's denial to ABC News 3 weeks ago that her father had no involvement in granting her top security clearance. Because they are a married couple, concerns also surfaced that during one person's security clearance investigation could stall or block both of them from receiving a full clearance because pillow talk.
Right.
But at the time, the couple told associates that they don't sleep together. No, that's not true. The couple, I made that up.
What?
That was fake news. At the time, the couple told associates they believed Kelly was blocking them for getting clearances because they didn't feel like they belonged, because Kelly didn't want them in the West Wing.
Right.
Now, you ever watch John Oliver? John Oliver is a comedian. I saw this quote from him about this today. It says, you only become an executive vice president of the Trump organization at age 24, talking about Ivanka Trump, because you're Donald Trump's daughter, not because you're a 24-year-old business prodigy.
Right.
Okay? You only get a book deal because you're Donald Trump's daughter, not because you're a brilliant author and wordsmith at 24 years old.
Wait, is she 24?
Well, at the time she was 24 when she became the vice president of Trump organization, and at 25 she appeared on The Apprentice when people were vying for a job. Not that she ever applied for a job ever in her entire life. So the whole thing was just stupid. In the meantime, while working in the White House, it came out that Ivanka and Jared Kushner earned over $82 million last year.
Wow.
And that was based on their financial documents that they submitted regarding conflicts of interest to work in the White House. They may have actually earned more, but this is only what was disclosed in terms of conflicts of interest. So the couple is making huge amounts of money while serving in the government. They're getting top security clearance to see whatever they want about anybody that they want, while they're making business deals all over the world.
Right.
If this is not self-dealing, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, I do not know what it is. Okay, so that is what's going on in Trump world. Meanwhile, nearly 2/3, I don't understand this, okay? Nearly 2/3 of the voters think Trump has committed some sort of crime before taking office. 2 out of every 3 people who live in the United States of America think that Donald Trump, this guy right here you're looking at, who's right behind me right now, okay, behind his lawyer, has committed, you smacked him?
I did.
Okay, has committed a crime.
Right.
The poll from the Quinnipiac University National Fund found that 64% of American voters believe that Trump committed crimes before assuming office, while 24% did not believe that he had. So where I see all these news articles that are saying Trump could win again.
What?
How can Trump win again if 2/3 of the people think he's a crook?
Well, I mean, he also did lose popular vote, so, I mean, and he still won.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, the numbers were stronger for Republicans, where 1/3 said they believe he committed a crime, and 48% said he didn't. But 1/3 of Republicans think he's a criminal.
That's crazy. Your own people.
Okay, so according to the poll people from the Quinnipiac University, when 2/3 of voters think you have committed a crime in your past life, and almost half of the voters say it's a toss-up over whether you have committed a crime while in the Oval Office, confidence in your overall integrity is pretty shaky, says Tim Malloy, the assistant director of the Quinnipiac University poll. Add to that, Michael Cohen, a known liar headed to the big house, has more credibility, according to the latest poll, than Donald Trump. Well, there's some good news for the president, apparently, in all of this. Despite the high number of voters who say they suspect him of illegal activity, only 35% said Congress should begin impeachment proceedings, while 59% said they should not.
Really?
Yes. But it is all, and I think the reason is because we're just so tired of hearing it already. I think the public is so numb about hearing about it that they don't even know, and there's so many. Every day there's another. There's another thing. It's just too much to comprehend, too much to process, and you're just tired of it. And you're like, screw it.
Right,
yeah, I think that's, and it's.
I wonder if that was their plan.
And people are just tired of it, and they're like, I don't want to do the impeachment proceeding because we're just tired of it.
Right.
I
wonder if that was their plan.
I don't know.
All along.
Just be such a bad criminal that people get tired of you being a criminal. It's possible.
Sheesh.
Meanwhile, Democrats are going to demand Donald Trump's tax returns in 2 weeks. He will not turn them over.
But how is that possible? How can you get away with not turning in your tax returns?
Yeah, well, a 1924 law allows the heads of Congress tax committees to examine anyone's confidential tax filings. Lawmakers can also vote to make those returns publicly available. The effort appears to have ramped up in the wake of testimony last week by Trump's former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, as well as by the possibility that special counsel Robert Mueller's long-anticipated report might soon be released. Cohen told lawmakers last week that Trump has refused to release his tax returns because he fears public scrutiny will subject him to taxable consequences. That's what Cohen said. Trump himself also once expressed surprise after receiving a $10 million tax refund from the IRS.
What?
Yes, he told Cohen that he could not believe how stupid the government was for giving someone like him that much money back.
What?
Yes. So, meanwhile, the man who wrote The Art of the Deal, the great deal maker, he met with Kim Jong-un last week in Vietnam.
Right.
Remember, you were going to go there and get the haircut.
You guys didn't send me. I was ready.
Well, according to new commercial satellite images, this is not even government this is just some random guy threw up a satellite into space and could take pictures of North Korea. Okay, this is not some secret government satellite who's taking these pictures.
Right.
Okay, just random satellite flying around space.
Yes.
Could take these pictures and figure this out. Kim Jong-un is rapidly rebuilding all of his nuclear power plants.
What?
And rapidly rebuilding all his long-range rocket sites to hit the United States of America.
What?
This is according to commercial-grade satellite imagery. You don't need to be a super secret agent to figure this one out. Here's the pictures, Yonathan. Okay? What are we looking at there? Okay? What does it say?
Vertical engine test stand, Sohae satellite launch facility. So it says like the construction cranes, the test stand. Previously it was partially dismantled in the early August 2018. There's also the old fuel oxidizer bunkers that remain partially dismantled. So this is... Yeah,
well,
this is it.
It says here, this renewed activity taking just 2 days after the inconclusive Hanoi summit between President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un may indicate that North Korean plans to demonstrate resolve in the face of U.S. rejection of North Korea's demands. So they are going to build more weapons. So all of this was for nothing. He met Donald Trump, he got what he wanted, and he gets to keep his nuclear weapons, and everybody in the world sees it, and they say, this is a good thing to do. I should get nuclear weapons. I'll get to meet the president and get to keep it, and I get to keep it, stay in power.
Right.
Because if I'm a strong man, you know how you stay in power? I have a key to a nuclear weapon. Nobody will come and attack me.
So what the heck was it all for then? What was the meetup for then?
To get rid of the nuclear weapons.
And
But Kim Jong-un has been doing this for 30 years. His father was doing this before him. They met with Bill Clinton.
Right.
He didn't meet with him, but the negotiators. They negotiated for North Korea to get rid of their nuclear weapons. Bill Clinton said, it's over. There's no more nuclear weapons in North Korea. And they kept doing it anyways. Okay? Then President Bush, George W. said, I'll meet with Kim Jong-un if he agrees to go back to the Clinton deal. He never did it. Kept building. Barack Obama, same thing. Said, I'll meet with Kim Jong-un if we go back to the Clinton deal where they agreed to get rid of their nuclear weapons. And then so it was the father beforehand, and now the son.
Right.
And then finally, Donald Trump says, all right, I'll meet with you anyway. And then when we meet, you'll agree to get rid of your nuclear weapons.
So he just assumed?
I think he just assumed he would do it. That's not the art of the deal.
No.
All right? That's basically what happened. Does that sound like a good negotiator?
No.
All right, now, if you are running some country in the world and you're a brutal dictator and you say to yourself, how do I amass power and money and respect on the world stage? I'm going to build a nuclear weapon, and then the world will be afraid of me. It's almost like Dr. Evil in Austin Powers.
Absolutely.
Right. And I'll hold the world hostage, and then the president of the free world, and I don't know if this is the free world anymore, but the president of whatever we are here in the United States of America will come and meet with me, And you think the President Donald Trump would have ever met with him in Vietnam ever in his entire life if Kim Jong-un didn't have a nuclear weapon?
No.
Never.
No. I like what Willie Williams said. He said it was just a show.
Of course it was.
That's it.
It was. It was the greatest show on earth.
Essentially, it was just the show.
That's right.
Hi.
So meanwhile, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, today is Wednesday.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. I have in my hands here,
God.
Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, the top Hump Day news.
Oy vey.
Okay, oy vey. Oy vey. Let's see what the camel has to say today.
It's Hump Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
All right.
Lord.
So, this happens in England, Jonathan, like they normally do.
Of course.
Okay. This happened in Bridgnorth, Shropshire. I don't know where that is in England, but it's in England.
Yeah.
The man was having sex with and getting freaky with his girlfriend. His name was Sean Martson. He's 48 years old.
Okay.
Right in my age group. So I should be paying attention to this.
Yeah.
He was getting frisky with his girlfriend, Louise Gray, who was 36.
Wow.
A little younger.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in the middle of having sex, his penis snapped in half. It is, just like a banana. He saw his penis swell up with blood like the size of a bottle of wine. He was rushed to the hospital. Surgeons asked to operate on this fractured penis. Oh, God.
What?
And he was fearful he would never be able to have sex again. And the pain was off the scale. It was excruciating. It came in waves. The pair had been dating for 6 months. They were doing it doggy style.
6 months?
6 months they were doing it doggy style. And I don't know what kind of position they went in from doggy style. What position would you would have to, literally, because it would break this way going up, not down, right?
I'm trying to think of
All right, so how you're doing it doggy style, you got to be like almost like on the woman's neck. You got to be on the woman's neck almost, like you would have to be, like your knees aren't even on the bed.
Maybe he like fell.
I don't
back.
know. I don't know. So what happens from a medical standpoint, according to these, a penile fracture happens when the tissue fibers responsible for erection function rupture. Now, Sean's penis was wrapped in bandages and a plastic rod was placed down his shaft. Louise, the girlfriend, is traumatized. She can't believe that she broke her boyfriend's penis. She says she doesn't know if she'll ever going to be have sex again. She doesn't know what's wrong with her. What's wrong with her vagina that it would break
she
a
might
man's...
be a mutant.
Right, that break a man's... I mean, maybe, would you be scared to have sex with her?
Absolutely.
My last boyfriend, I broke his penis. I would be a little worried if I was Louise too.
That's not okay.
Yeah. Well, she says she felt guilty and still feels guilty because she thought she's responsible. She says he's been in so much pain and it's so awful to see. It was really, by the way, I just have to cross my legs when I'm reading this. It was really scary when it happened. I don't know what to do. I feel helpless. Oh, God. All right, let's get to better sex.
Yes.
Let's get to better Hump Day news.
Yes,
here.
oof. That was painful.
This is just getting worse and worse.
Oh, God.
Why are they giving us all this stuff today, Yonathan? This is like a day we need Kim here.
Yes.
Where's Kim when we need her? All right, so now, where did this happen? This happened in the Dominican Republic. Or at least we're not in England anymore.
Okay.
So a husband was rushed in the Dominican Republic. I don't even know how the news finds out about this.
Yeah.
But a husband had undergone emergency surgery to remove a can of Glade air freshener from his ass after a sex game with his wife went badly wrong. That is a huge thing to stick up your ass, right?
What kind of game is that?
I don't know. Let me find out. The 40-year-old needed help and was rushed to Francisco Mosaco Pueblo Hospital in the capital of the Dominican Republic after the household product could not be retrieved out of his bum. His wife claimed that she put the aerosol up.
Is that the...
Yeah, that is the X-ray. The wife claims that she put the aerosol up the husband's back passage That's what she says, at his request during sex. You be like in a hot thing, you're like, baby, get, that air freshener that you just freshened up the room, stick it up my ass. What kind of thing is this?
Okay.
Local media was all at the scene. I mean, this was a big thing in the Dominican Republic. It was covered by at least 10 nutspapers.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 10 newspapers covered this.
How embarrassing that is?
Can you imagine? This is like the biggest thing on the Channel 11, on the 11 o'clock news. And in local news, a man gets a Glade
Look at
thing
that
out of it.
X-ray.
Yeah. So a hospital spokesman, they had to have a hospital spokesman come out and speak to the news, told that the man is in stable condition.
In stable
condition.
The
statement was also said to the news that similar cases are not uncommon and typically involve sex toys like dildos and other types of bottles.
I can't. Asral A said at least his farts will smell fresh.
Oh, man, why do we have to look at this? Take that off. Take that off. Get that off.
What?
Get that. Don't ever show that again. Don't ever. You don't. I'm going to tell you something. We may single-handedly put Glade air freshener out of business tonight after this.
I will never use Glade again.
I will never. I'm never.
What flavor was it?
It doesn't really matter. But I'm sorry, at least this fart smell good. Oh my God. All right. So I'm not sure where this house is for sale. Where is this house for sale? Right outside of Philadelphia, Yonathan, there's a house for sale.
Okay.
In the suburbs of Philadelphia, and it got put on the market, and a normal listing, that you want to come in with your family and, set your roots down here. But at some point, these listings all start to blur, and they all look pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Or at least they do if there's nothing remarkable about the property.
That's
every house looks kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But in the description, it says, eating kitchen, 2-car garage, living room, beautiful eating kitchen, gorgeous eating kitchen, 3 bedrooms upstairs, each bedroom with, they say, an en-suite bath. That's how to make it look fancy. Okay. But then then has a full finished basement with an underground adult room.
Ooh.
Yes. That is the underground adult room. When initially looking at the listing on Realtor.com, the home on a quiet suburban street appears to be the perfect place to raise a family. It got wonderful high ceilings, game rooms.
Yes.
However, on closer inspection, the photo lists the sex dungeon in the basement.
Hell yeah.
Yes, the unique home, which is being likened to something out of the 50 Shades of Grey, is on the market for $750,000.
That's not bad.
Comes with a fully functioning adult sex room.
I'm here for that.
Now, speaking to BuzzFeed News, the home's realtor, Melissa Leonard, described the property as a total suburban, beautiful home, but the twist is that the sex oasis in the basement. This Melissa Leonard, she's the realtor. She said she's tested out everything. It all works. No, I don't know if she did or not. It's also revealed that the owner of the home lived at the property with his family for years until his wife passed away and decided to move. Instead of selling the house, he decided to rent the property on Airbnb, and it was reportedly listed as Maison XS just for you. And people were able to rent out that house for $750 a night for the sex room.
$750 a night.
But now it is up for sale. It is a sex dungeon and oasis in the Philadelphia suburbs. It's located, Yonathan, at 1612 Norristown Road.
Are we going to take a trip
there? Yes, maybe we will. And E.L. James wanted to know, is it sold fully furnished? Yes, I would think so. It's been a big shock to the neighbors. It's been a big shock to the neighbors because they say nothing exciting happens on that street, and what did they know? So according to Slate.com, the neighbor said, we're very upset about this whole thing. We do not want something like this in our neighborhood. Take that off the internet. There should be no sex in our neighborhood,
please.
According to the neighbors. The neighbors say no sex. E.L. James is the author of, I didn't realize that.
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. She's the one who tweeted. She tweeted
funny.
And she wanted to know
asking for a friend
if it was sold with furniture.
How do you feel about using someone else's sex dungeon?
Well,
like
if I had a bottle of Glade and I could make sure that there's no viruses on it, maybe.
I've never.
Well, I mean, do
Glade
viruses stay on the sex toys or sex furniture?
I mean,
don't they die?
But still, you got people's juices and stuff all up on it.
Oh, that's gross.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but doesn't that get cleaned or something before you take over the house?
I guess.
But I think it's worse if you rent it for the Airbnb, because how clean would it be for the Airbnb? You know?
If anything, I would keep the structure or the whatever, the wood, the whole thing, and just change out the leathers and stuff. So I don't want nobody else's juices on my body.
I don't know where. By the way, I don't know where we're getting this. But all of this Hump Day news is making me sick to my stomach. So here's the last one, Yonathan.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Actually, the sex house was the best of all of them.
Yes.
Okay. GQ magazine just published an article stating that although there isn't much data attesting to this prevalence, but it is not uncommon for straight men to have communal masturbation experiences. There's even a term for it. It's called buddy baiting. I never did that. I can tell you for a fact, and I would tell you, God should strike me down with a lightning. I have never had communal masturbation with friends.
So wait, what is this?
They say that men get together, and then, especially in their adolescence, and they masturbate on each other. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Or they or not, maybe not on each other, but in each other's presence. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No, not straight men.
I don't know. Well, Dr. Jane Ward says yes, it's not gay. She says, we know it's common for teenage boys to masturbate together or to instruct one another on how to do it. It said Dr. Jane Ward, author of the 2015 book, Not Gay. It's coined bro jobs. Not blow jobs, bro jobs.
This isn't like
it's to describe straight men having. It's not straight men having sex with each other. It's basically straight men in the same room masturbating.
So I'm saying, is this like porn for people to watch, or this is a place for people to go and do this?
To go and do this. In Seattle, for instance, there's the Rain City Jacks, which is a jack-off club. This is according to the GQ magazine for men who wish to, per the website, jack off openly and safely in a uniquely sex-positive, non-discriminating, and mutually respectful community.
No, they're definitely curious guys. There's no way that straight men.
There's a lot of male bonding in there. There's a lot of male bonding in there.
Yeah, look at the freaking thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of male bonding in there. Now, okay, so here it says most of the attendees at the Rain City Jacks, they are gay men. But Rosenberg, who's Rosenberg? I gotta figure this one out. I don't know who Rosenberg is. The sex doctor, Dr. Rosenberg, a sex doctor, says it's not uncommon to see curious straight men at the club's events too. And exactly what Yo-Yo says.
Yes, that's what
Coincidentally, the 10% figure Dr. Rosenberg, the sex doctor, reports also squares with data from other sources as well. And that is the Hump Day news for the day.
What a way to end it.
What a way to end it. What a way to end it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can continue. That was some.
So you trying to go to that circle jerk?
I will not be going to any circle jerk tonight. As a matter of fact, Yonathan, I was going to invite you out tonight, but I think now after this conversation, people will have the wrong idea, and I think I'm just going to stay away.
Oh, goodness gracious!
All right, Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, we got to answer immigration questions. I think I'm much better at that. Yeah. Man, oh man, oh man.
My stomach will be settled.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, settle your stomach. Let me go answer some immigration questions. Tangina in Brooklyn. Tangina, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Oh yeah, I have a question about I'm resident in United States. I have green card and I will be citizen next year.
Great.
So. Yeah, I'm going to be a citizen next year.
Great.
Okay, so I want to bring my mom here when I become the citizen.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but the problem is my mom has a like 8 years old daughter. She's not our biological sister.
Unfortunately, when you file for your mom, this is just the law. And it's been the law. It's not a Donald Trump thing. This has been the law for like 30, 40 years. Unfortunately, you file for your mom, and the 8-year-old does not get included on that case. And then the mom has to turn around and file for the 8-year-old. Unless, of course, the 8-year-old is already in the United States, then you can do a SIJ. But outside of that, that's how it would work.
But I mean, she's not our biological sister, so my mom has to apply for her.
Yes, after your mom comes to the United States, she would turn around and apply for the 8-year-old, who I guess would then be 9 or 10 or however old she is at that point, and she would wait about 2 years for a green card.
Oh, but she cannot come with my mom, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry about that, but that's how it works. And as I said, it's not a Donald Trump thing. It's not like a new thing. It's always been like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. But if you need help, hold on 1 second, okay? Why is this? There we go. Now, nope, not working. Now it works. All right, let's go to Rayon in Hartford. Rayon.
Hello.
Hi, Rayon.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I had a problem.
What?
I have a friend of mine, and he married to this young lady, and this young lady, they're going for the interview on the 10th of October.
Right.
And then she turned around and divorced him on the 12th of October. And then after the 16th of October, the divorce was final, and the immigration stopped the process. They revoked the paper.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm asking you a question. What can that gentleman do? Because he had 2 kids with this lady.
Well, I don't know what happened. Was there abuse in the relationship? What happened?
There was abuse, but he didn't report the abuse.
But that doesn't matter. They didn't report it. If there was abuse, there was abuse. But I would need to speak with him and find out what happened. The fact that he has 2 children with this lady, at least immigration can't say it was a business marriage. Now, in terms of what he can do, it's either there's abuse in the relationship or he has to find another way, and this woman's just a cruel woman. It's one or the other. But he should make an appointment to come see us. Hold on 1 second, all right? Let's go to Marsha in Austin, Texas. Marsha. 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 Marsha.
Marsha.
From the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
All right, we'll get back to Marsha. Let's go to Bharat in Queens, New York. Bharat.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Sir, actually, I'm talking on behalf of my friend.
Yes.
She came to United States on C1 transit visa, which is non-crew member.
Got it.
Like she came by plane. She was going to Guyana, and she stayed here. She extended here. She came here on 2011, and then in 2017 she got married to a U.S. citizen, and she had an interview this last December, and now she got a denial letter stating that you have a C1 transit visa, so she has to go back to her country within 30 days.
That's legally incorrect. So that's just wrong. They gave a legally incorrect response on that. If you come on a C1 D1 visa, which is a crewman's visa, you're coming in transit to work and join on a ship, whether it's work as on a commercial ship or work on a cruise ship, that you cannot adjust. That is correct. But if you come as a regular person, just like you said, who is just changing planes to using the United States as a waypoint to go to another destination, and you miss that plane or you don't get on that plane for whatever reason, you are entitled to get your green card. You have to make it very clear to the immigration officer at the interview, but that is just an incorrect decision, and that woman should either refile, appeal, do a mandamus, an APA claim. There's lots of ways to fix it.
So she has to refile the claim, like new claim, 1225 new fee?
There's lots of ways to do it. You can file an APA claim that they violated her rights. They just made the wrong decision on the law. It's basic immigration 101. Go into federal court. You can refile again. You can make a motion to reopen. There's lots of ways to do it, but any way she does it, it's going to cost her money. Yes.
Okay. She has to request for the money, right? Okay. Thank you so much. And even in the interview also, they didn't call her husband. They just called her. Her husband was sitting outside.
She needs a lawyer.
Okay. All right.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think
of course, yes. I took your point.
Right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's go to Jason in Chicago.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Jason.
Brad. Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
All right. I came here in the United States using a tourist visa, and after a year, my mom filed a petition for me, and she filed a petition when she was a green card holder. And last year, she had her citizenship. My question is, if the citizenship can help to expedite my petition.
Where are you from?
I'm sorry?
Where are you from?
I'm from the Philippines.
You're from where? And you're right now in.
Oh, right. I'm in Chicago, Illinois.
You're in Chicago, Illinois now, and you're single or married?
I'm 21 years over, but I'm single.
You are under 21.
Over 21.
Okay. It's not going to make much of a difference. If anything, it's actually your mother becoming a citizen is going to slow it down. Unmarried children over 21 from the Philippines of permanent residence, they're processing July 22nd, 2007. And for for unmarried children of U.S. citizens, they're April 1st, 2007. So if anything, it actually slows it down about 6 months.
I'm sorry?
Slows it down, doesn't speed it up.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
but you can elect, and you should elect to, under the Child Status Protection Act, stay in the F2B category. It'll be faster.
Oh, okay. So, because the last time we checked the process, the papers that they're processing their website, they said they're processing September 25, 2015 right now. You know, and my petition was filed March 3, 2016. Do you think it's
you're not looking at what I'm looking at? You maybe, which I think what you're looking at is the USCIS website, which is the processing for the I-130s. And what you need to look at, you're looking at the wrong thing. So that just says when will my I-130 get approved? What you need to look at is the visa bulletin from the travel.state.gov website, which is the State Department website. And that tells you where they're processing to get a green card for your specific category. Which is that's what's important. Don't follow the USCIS website because that's incorrect.
Oh, okay, sir. So, because we're hoping that next year or this year they're going to process my paper, but
you have like a decade to go. So what I think you need to do is make an appointment with me, simply because you're just so off base on what you're thinking. You need some help, and we got to figure out if there's other options for you.
Oh, okay, sir. So,
Hold on one second, okay? Let's go to May in the Bronx. May.
Hello?
Hi, May.
Hi, Brad. I have a question. Yeah. My daughter's husband is filing for her and her kids, but two of the kids have visas. When they put in the I-130, is it good? Is it recommended for the kids to travel to the U.S.?
They can. They better have a lot of proof that they're going back in a week or two, and they're not staying. That's the issue. In other words, there's always an independent. What happened to May? What happened to May? Why would May get put on hold as soon as I'm about to talk to her?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know either. May?
Yes,
yeah,
I
apologize.
Disconnected.
Yeah, okay. So one of the things that you have to do, is when you come to the airport is prove you're a bona fide visitor. So the fact that there's an I-130 pending for these children, they have to be able to demonstrate that they're really just visiting their parents. They're not really coming to go to school here or anything. So they should have plane tickets for short trips, not staying here for months and months and months, not come with, tons of clothes to show that, they're coming to live here. But generally speaking, they should be allowed into the airport, and we lost May again. All right, I don't know what's going on. Let's go to Jeffrey in Munford, Tennessee. Jeffrey.
Yeah, Brad, good evening up there in New York. And then, first of all, thank you for receiving my call with your staff. And then I want to thank you first, and then your co-host. And
thank you.
Yes, sir, you're welcome. Brad, just recently on YouTube, it came up, and then I've been listening to you. Mm-hmm. I know you've helped a lot of people, which is a good thing. We're all just passing through this world, and then a little bit, we cannot solve the whole world's problems.
Correct.
Exactly, but a little bit that you're doing, I have a trust that you've helped.
I apologize because my daughter obviously doesn't understand, who's 15 years old, that I do a live show and has to call me 75 times during it. So I apologize for teenagers. Continue.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. My young daughter is 31 years old.
Right.
Her name is Tony. And so, for some reason, I just went on YouTube once a while. I do that. And then I saw the live show, so I called in. And so thank you, staff.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, for putting me through.
What can I do? What can I do to help you?
Yeah. First of all, before I go to the other questions, I see, because as soon as I went on, I saw you was talking about something totally different than immigration. And then, of course, you're a man. First of all, I'm from Ghana, and I'm an Israelite. I'm not following the 631 laws to be a Jew, but my lineage is from Israel.
Jeffrey, I don't follow the 631 laws to be a Jew either. Maybe I follow one. I don't even know if I follow one of them.
We're still brothers. We're still brothers.
Yeah. What is your question? What's your question?
Yeah. The question is, have you ever thought about? I see you have a range of opinions, views rather. That have you ever thought about, apart from just the general private practice, to try to maybe run for something and stretch out, and then use the.
You want me to be a politician?
No. Yes, getting close to that. But the views and then the knowledge that you have to try to help, apart from private, to go to public and try to,
Well, this is
leave
me.
a little mark.
This is
That's
me.
all.
This is me. This is how I leave my mark. At this point, I appreciate your telephone call, and you're not the first person to say I should run for office, which is also very, very nice that people think that I would be a good politician. I think I'm a good talker. I don't know if I'd be a good politician or not, because I'd get very frustrated very fast at, listening to dumb people on the other side. But ultimately, I think I leave my best mark here, just helping people. I think I help people more here. I honestly, if somebody asked me about a month or two ago, I was out to dinner, had a few drinks, and like, how many people do you really think you've helped in your lifetime? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I know I've had over 100,000 people literally walk through my office in the last 25 years. So 100,000 people have walked in. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean I personally saw every last one, but my office saw every last one of them. And we either helped them because we said you can be helped, or we helped them and said we can't be helped. Not every person who comes in. Plus, I don't know, what do I answer 20, 30, 40 immigration questions on my YouTube show. I must have answered on my radio shows 20, 30, 40 questions over 2 hours for 20 years. So I don't know, add that up. I mean, I probably helped 500,000 people. Maybe more.
Right.
Maybe maybe 1 million people. Who knows?
That's right.
Because there's people who
right.
I don't even know who I helped who just listen.
That's right.
So I think I'm doing a good job just helping. I'm happy doing this.
Amen, amen. And then, like you're saying, we're just passing through. We cannot solve everything,
right?
But just a little bit that we all can do, a little bit. It doesn't matter what station we're at.
Right.
If we make a little bit of a purpose difference, it's just like a ripple. You throw a little pebble in a little water.
Jeffrey?
Yes, sir.
I got to go help other people, but I appreciate your telephone call.
But I got a question.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Is there any way? I came on a immigrant visa, right?
Yes.
But before I had came here, and I arrived on a ship, and then I stayed in 1981. All right. And then, of course, I met my wife. I'm a man of principle, not to raise myself up, but she's an American citizen. And then...
What to give me ultimately, what's the problem, Jeffrey? Because we got to get to other people. And I have to tell you, you're being roasted online right now. So,
no. Because it's important. One thing can help other people.
Yes. So tell me quickly. Tell me quickly.
All right. Okay. What it is I went on a voluntary departure in 1995, right? And then she filed for me, and I came back in '98. And so now it's 2019.
Okay.
I have my green card.
Wonderful. Okay, you did everything cool. Good.
It was given to me in
what is
'98.
Tell me what the
I renewed it in 2008.
Jeffrey, what is the question? Just tell me the question.
I want to file for citizenship.
Okay. Yes, you can.
Okay, but you know what? Before I left, before I got my green card, I had been arrested with the possession of marijuana.
But
that's before I got my green card.
What happened with that case?
A couple of them was dismissed, and then one was like, that's before I got my green card. They gave me my green card in Ghana before I came back.
Did the government know about all these arrests?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They do.
Then the one conviction you had was less than 30 grams of marijuana, because you would not have gotten a green card otherwise. Must have been a joint or two.
Yes. A couple of them.
Let me make this suggestion to you, Jeffrey. Okay. Yes. Let's have a consultation. I'll be happy to talk to you as long as you want. And then let me get your immigration records and make sure everything is, you're an Israelite, so you'll know everything's kosher.
That's right.
Okay, so we're gonna make sure everything's kosher, and then we'll figure it out from there. All right.
All right. How do I go about that?
You're gonna hold on 1 second, okay?
All right, you big guy. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate it. You're a very nice guy.
Yes.
I was like, please tell me the question, please. And after all of that, I'd like to file my citizenship. Right. I saw your face. You're like, what? A very nice man. I liked him. I didn't want to. All right. Lillianne from Utah. Lillianne, how are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Finally, it's my turn.
Yes, Lillianne. Sorry about that. What's going on?
No, it's okay, Brad. I'm very glad that I talked to you after trying to attempt to calling you. No, my question is, I'm married to an American citizen. I'm not a green card holder yet. Now I have one son, which is 22 years old. Can my husband, adopt my child?
No, he's too old.
Oh, so what is the option, Brad? He has a B1, B2.
He has an adult.
A B1, B2 existing visa.
Where's he from, Lillian? The Philippines?
Oh, he's a Mauritian.
Okay.
I'm from Philippines. My son is a Mauritian.
Okay, yeah. You sounded Philippines. See, I'm good at catching accents. The answer is, unfortunately, you can file for him, but it's going to be 7, 8, 9 years through the family sponsorships. So as an adult, he has to. What?
Sorry, my son is not Filipino. He's holding a Mauritian passport.
It doesn't matter. He's over 21. So if he holds a passport from Mars, he's over 21. He's going to wait a long time.
Oh, so what is the option, Brad?
You're asking me how to get him his green card. I don't have the answer for you. This Magic 8 Ball doesn't have the answer. What?
But what is
how can he stay here?
For him to come here? Yeah, he has an existing B1, B2 visa.
So the option is he comes and visits. The option is he can get a student visa. Maybe he can get a work visa. Maybe an investor visa. Maybe there's some other company out there that wants to sponsor him for a green card. There's lots of different options. Maybe he's a fabulous entertainer. I don't know anything about this man. So how can I tell you what he should do when I know nothing about him other than his mom is from the Philippines and he was born in Mauritania? So he needs a consultation. He needs a consultation.
I'm here
You're in Utah.
I'm not in New York.
That's fine. We do consultations on the phone from all over the world. So just like you're speaking to me, but we have a full consultation, because on this show I can talk to you for a minute or two in terms of Jeffrey got 8 minutes, but that was an aberration. Okay, only because he kept telling me how wonderful I was.
Right.
No, that wasn't it. But I can't give you all that time because I got to get to everybody. But have a consultation with me, and I'll give you all the time. We'll figure out, and we'll learn all about your son, and we'll figure out what the best option is.
I'll do that. I'm glad to meet you too.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Anyway, we'll be going to New York, so
but you can do it. But we can do it over the phone. But hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Karen in Brevard, North Carolina. Karen.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. I have a question about I'm here for a K1 visa, and then I was married for a American citizen, and I got my green card last year in May. And then I have 2 kids from the Philippines, and they are 16 and 15 years old, but they want to come to the U.S. What option can I...
You have your green card now, and you have 16 and 15-year-old kids, and where are they?
They were in the Philippines.
Okay, how did you get your green card?
From my husband.
Okay, why is your husband a citizen?
Yes, sir.
So let your husband file for them. They'll be here in a year.
Oh, so my husband is.
Your husband would file. Your husband would file an I-130 for each child. Under the law, they're his stepchildren because the marriage happened under the age of 18. So he can actually step into shoes almost be like a natural U.S. citizen father and file for them.
Oh, so it's happened that he can petition my kid,
Correct.
Even he's only a stepdaddy.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So it's more easy to come.
Yes, then the kids will be here in a year. That's the fastest, easiest, best thing in the world to do. We don't even have to discuss any other option.
Oh, okay. So now I don't know. Thank you very much, Brad.
All right, so let me hold on, and if you want your help, because you didn't even know we can do this, so at least have a consultation so I can go through the whole thing with you and tell you what to do. So hold on 1 second, okay? If you want. But your husband files for them, and they'll be here in a year. Hold on. Well,
okay.
All right.
Thank you.
1 second. You're very welcome. I'm having problems with my fingers today. This whole Hump Day news got me all discombobulated. I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Yes. Discombobulated, I guess.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, Jessica, how are you?
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
So I had an asylum interview last 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yesterday I got an email from USCIS saying that my case is under. They are doing background check on my. They are doing a background check for national security and immigration integrity. So do you think, what do you think that is for?
I think exactly. Sometimes you can't overthink it. Your security background checks haven't cleared yet. Maybe they're backed up with your fingerprints. Maybe they didn't take a good fingerprint. Maybe your name matches, maybe you're a good person, but your name matches against the bad person, so they want to make sure this is not the bad person. It could be 100 reasons, but take them for their word. Your security background checks haven't cleared yet. As long as you have nothing to worry about for your security background checks, then don't worry. Hopefully it'll happen in the next few weeks or a month or two, and you'll be fine. If not, then you need a lawyer to get involved, because then they're unduly delaying your case, and that's against the law. They can't unduly delay your case, and then you sue them.
Yeah, because I had a domestic violence, but it's not on my record. But I've been arrested one time, but it's not on my record.
But
does that affect my asylum?
if you were arrested and you didn't disclose that you were arrested, it's going to affect your file because that's a misrepresentation.
Okay.
So that now you have a problem. So that maybe that's what
No,
it is.
I already told them that I was arrested.
Okay, fine. So then you don't have a problem. So they're just checking it out. All right. So what I would do then is stay calm. Sometimes your emotions get the better of you, and then your logical brain doesn't think, because you're so, uptight, and not you particularly, just generally, you get so uptight over immigration and, I'm going to get my green card and the pressure and everything, and your emotions overtake your logical brain, but take them for their word. They send you a letter. Our background checks haven't cleared. You got to wait. That's exactly what it means.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So just hang in there, okay?
All right. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Let's go to maybe Marsha's back now from Austin, Texas. Marsha.
Believe that. Hello.
How are you, Marsha?
Doing great, I guess.
Okay, good.
So I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
So I'm getting married last year, June 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband filed for a divorce. So now I don't even know where I stand. Today he said that to the judge that I marry him.
Okay, that's what it says in the divorce. In the divorce or an annulment?
Annulment, I guess.
All right. You don't know what's going on. I can't give you an answer if you don't know what's going on. So,
all right. It's the first hearing we have been to. So what it was about is trying to get me to get out of his house, stay away from his house, stay away from him, and try to take everything for himself.
All right. You need a consultation and a lawyer. I'm not going to... This is not a yes-no magic 8-ball question. This is... my husband's divorcing me. I don't know. Maybe it's an annulment. He's trying to take everything away from me. I'm not getting a green card. This is... you got some problems, lady, and you need a consultation. So hold on one second, all right? Seriously. Hold on. Let's go to Kenneth in Clearwater, Florida. Kenneth.
Hello?
How are you?
Hello?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
What's going on?
So I called yesterday, but because I was on a job, I have to cut the call.
Okay.
So I have a green card, and I was wondering which European country can I travel with my green card?
Which European countries can you travel with a green card?
Yes.
Okay, that's not the right question. The right question is what European countries can you travel with the passport from the country you come from? So where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica. From Jamaica,
okay.
yeah.
So this is what you have to do. You have to look at that European country and say, do they allow a Jamaican passport in without a visa? Or do you need a visa for that? It has to do with your Jamaican passport. It's not the green card. So when you go to an airport for another country, let's say you go to France, I don't know, making it up. Okay, France, you don't show up at the airport in France and say, here's my green card. You say, here's my Jamaican passport. And then that'll determine whether or not you need a visa. Now, the fact that you have a green card in the United States would, in general terms, make it very, very easy for you to get a visa almost anywhere in the world. Why? Because most countries believe that if you have a green card in the United States, you're not going to go work in another country. You're going to go back to the United States where you're permanently residing. So, on a general level, if you have a green card in the United States and you come from a country like Jamaica that doesn't have the visa reciprocity for the whole world, like a U.S. passport. I think there's only like 10 or 12 countries that a U.S. citizen actually needs a visa for. Everything else, you just get on a plane and go, which is a beautiful thing. But maybe Jamaica, it's not the same thing. But you would have to go to that particular country's embassy, get a visa, and then go until you become a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, so I'm in Clearwater, Florida. So where can I, if I want to apply for a visa?
What country are you going to, and where's that embassy? Oh, in England. So you got to Google. Yeah. You have to Google where the British consulates are. I don't know where they are. Maybe Washington, maybe New York. Maybe there's a way that you can send your passport in and back. You don't have to physically go there. I don't know. There's probably services that do that. I just don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, but the key thing is it has nothing to do with the green card. It's what country you're from. All right, let's go to Maria in the Bronx. Maria.
Hello?
How are you, Maria?
I'm okay. How are you, Brad?
Good. What's going on?
So I have a quick question. my husband filed for me in October, and I did my biometrics in November, and I haven't received my EAD card or my travel documents, but I did get my interview date for next month. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. You get your green card. That's even better.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. Okay, that's my question.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, it's not coming in the right order, but wouldn't you rather have a green card than your work permit anyway? So congratulations.
A green card is better. Thank you.
All right, okay. Well, again, this whole hump day thing, my fingers. All right, let's go to Victor in Queens. Victor.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you?
Good, sir. My VAWA approved is like 6 months ago.
What was approved 6 months ago?
VAWA, I-360.
Okay, great.
So they have transferred my case to North Bernstein Center is Lacemore, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I-485, but I didn't heard anything about this like 6 months ago.
Well, adjustments take over a year.
Take 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They will send me an interview notice? Or
I'm sure they will, yes. But you don't have to worry about the VAWA thing because your VAWA is already approved. You're just filing an adjustment now.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. So I can apply for my kids right now, or I have to wait for the green card?
Wait for the green card.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
All right.
Let's go to Tan in the Bronx. Tan.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I want to follow the steps of some of the earlier callers that called and said that you should go for a public office and like politics.
Okay.
You have a high personality, and I think that would be a good thing to serve. But aside this, I also want to ask a question, two set of questions.
Yes.
The first question being that if you married and then alongside then there was a problem in the marriage and then you file for VAWA and then you get your green card, do you become a citizen from the time of marriage or from the time that you were approved for a green card?
3 years from the time. 3 years from the time you were approved for a green card.
Okay, so it doesn't go to the date of marriage. No. All right. The second one being that this lady, even though she's trying to contact, and then I am resisting because there was love, but the abuse was too much, and we just were like the differences were just too much. We just couldn't be together. But she's still trying to, and then I don't think that, I don't know, under the law, whether for any reason, if you come in contact with her again, that is a problem.
I don't follow
That's my question.
I don't follow you. What was
yes.
What you,
after all the issues, she's still trying to pull another relationship, like trying to contact me and things like that.
Just forget it. Just you know what? Block her on your phone. It's over. You got your green card. Block her on your phone. All right. Just block her. Forget it. Done.
No, but, yeah, thank you, sir.
What is that not the right answer? What do you want me to tell you?
No. What I was saying was that there's a relationship, there's love, and I'm saying that I am not interested, but she is still contacting me, and I think that I don't want to do anything that will affect me or affect her.
So you want to be back in the relationship with her after you got your green
She's
card?
trying to, and I like her, but the way she was treating me and insulting me and
I think I will tell you my 2 cents. A zebra is a zebra, a donkey is a donkey, a horse is a horse, and a tiger is a tiger. Meaning that you are who you are, you don't change unless something dramatically happens. So if she's going to come back to you, I can guarantee you that whatever she did to you before is going to happen again. What makes you think anything's different's going to happen? Nothing. It's going to be the same thing. She was abusive to you before.
When she left me, she saw that I was improved. I was financially improved. And
okay,
I think
all right. So now I was about to say, unless something has happened, you've improved yourself. She's improved herself.
Yes.
How?
No.
What did you do? What did you do to improve yourself? What did you do to what did she do to improve herself? Because if it's just like, oh, I've been giving a lot of thought and I think I'm a better person, that's not improving yourself. Okay? So at the bare minimum, you could certainly, if there's some order of protection, you can go down to the court and say, I don't need the order of protection anymore and get rid of it. That's not a problem. You can easily do that. Okay? The bigger question to you is, you know, you want to get back together with this lady is, what makes you think anything's different? Now, maybe what you may want to do, I'm not Dr. Phil, okay? But maybe what you may want to do is just go see a marriage counselor with this woman for once or twice, and just so at least you have a mediator in between the two of you to see if you guys can figure it out. Because I think if you just get back together and nothing else has changed, then you're going to have the same problem again.
I want to ask the last question for my friend who has an appointment with you, and he says that because if he calls, he probably will stay in the line for long. He says he has an appointment in your office. What is the guarantee that if he can, he will get you in particular?
If he specifically requests to see me, he can make an appointment directly to see me, but those are on special days. If he just makes an appointment to see anybody, then he may get me, he may not.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fortune Otune says she is out to ruin this man's life.
Yeah.
And Ramona Hazel says exactly, because he's trying to convince Brad they both changed. He didn't like my answer.
He didn't. Could tell.
Yeah, he's like, And Beverly Thompson agrees, leopards never change their spots. I usually say zebras never change their stripes. But leopards also don't change their spots.
I like that one because it's different.
Yeah. Yes. Which one, leopards or zebras?
The leopards. I know the zebras.
The zebras one you always heard, right? Never heard leopards change their spots.
I haven't either.
Right.
I like that.
You like it too?
I like it.
Yes. All right, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Where's my... Here we go. I gotta reach.
Why'd they do a close-up on me? I don't get it.
So, in honor of Hump Day, Yonathan, you may remember a week or two ago, she went out on the street and we did some Bradamology.
Oh, God.
We did some Bradamology to figure out, the etymology of where certain words came from.
Yes.
And after I had said to Yonathan, what would be fun on Hump Day?
You did?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, it was
say
my
that
idea.
randomly.
Right. I said, it would be fun if you go out and do Bradamology again, but we do it for like Hump Day Bradamology, fun Hump Day Bradamology words. And Yonathan goes, what would be a Hump Day Bradamology word? I go, I don't know, like, you'll see. Watch.
Yeah, right.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy, Yonathan Elias in the cold streets of New York. Today, we're gonna play another edition of Bradamology. This is where we use common words every day and find out the origin of them. So I'm gonna test out some of these New Yorkers. We stub a toe, then we let one slip out. You already know what I'm talking about, a curse word. So now let's find out where these curse words come from. And I want you guys to play along as well, all right? I'm gonna be checking to see, make sure that you guys get it right. Now let's go. What's your favorite curse word?
Shit.
What's your favorite curse word?
Most likely asshole.
Where you from?
The Bronx.
Oh, BX in the building. Where you guys from?
The city. New York City.
Oh yeah, representing. Now, shit.
Holy shit!
Is it Korean, Chinese, German, or Swedish?
Korean. Obviously Swedish.
Shit. Is it Korean, Chinese, German, or Swedish?
Shit. It sounds like Korean word?
Korean?
So shit. Is it Korean, Chinese, German, or Swedish?
Korean?
It's German.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
I just figured it'd be a Korean because Koreans curse a lot.
They do. They do. In medieval times, shit meant poop, but in the German word where it originates from, it actually meant to separate or to cut from. So the original meaning of shit was very neutral and had no vulgar connotations. What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck. I'm gonna say shit.
Now, fuck. Japanese, Portuguese, Swedish, or Danish?
Portuguese.
Portuguese, Swedish, or Danish?
Swedish.
Fuck. Japanese, Portuguese, Swedish, or Danish?
Danish. I'm gonna guess what he guessed.
Fuck. Is it Japanese, Portuguese, Swedish, or Danish?
Swedish.
Do you know fuck was fuck and it meant penis?
Now I know why people say DTF.
Yeah. Fuck. A tried and true classic. And we've been using it since the 16th century. So they think that it actually derives from the Swedish word folka, which means strike or push. And folk also actually means penis as well. So do you curse?
Oh, I try not to. I try, keep it on the low.
Douche. Not like the other douche, like a douchebag. All right, is it Afrikaans, French, Thai, or Italian?
French.
Is it Afrikaans, French, Thai, or Italian?
I believe it's the French.
French. Douche. Is it Afrikaans, French, Thai, or Italian?
Thai. So it could be French or African. We'll see. I'm gonna say French.
Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I took a French class, so I just thought.
You just thought? Yeah. You didn't do too well in that? Douche, which means shower in French today, but it originates from the Italian word doccia from 1766. All the way back then, all right? Now douche is a mean or unkind person. There's a lot of douches up in this world, like the president.
Calling someone a shower isn't so threatening.
There you go, right, yeah, it's not. So schmuck, is it Russian, Ukrainian, Yiddish, or Old English?
Schmuck. Sounds Ukrainian.
Schmuck. Russian, Ukrainian, Yiddish, or Old English?
Old English.
Is it Russian, Ukrainian, Yiddish, or Old English?
Russian?
Yiddish.
Yiddish. Wow, you guys are the first ones to get that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good job.
I grew up saying some Yiddish phrases, and my grandpa's a casual Yiddish speaker.
There you go. No wonder. All right, schmuck. You might think you're calling someone a contemptible person when you're using the word schmuck, but it actually derives from the East Yiddish, meaning penis. Shit. Motherfucking shit. Shit. Goddamn shit. Goddamn motherfucker. Ass.
Ass!
Is it Dutch, Polish, Russian, or Ukrainian?
Dutch.
Dutch, Polish, Russian, or Ukrainian? Ass.
Ass is probably Dutch.
Polish?
Dutch, Polish, Russian, or Ukrainian?
Polish. Ukrainian.
Dutch. Ass, which derives from the Dutch word arse. Now, we definitely have a lot of different meanings of ass. I'm sure you know all of them. Thank you. Watch this. Here. Oh, it just touched my hand. I fed Groundhog Sam's cousin. Ain't that some shit? Last but not least, asshole. Is it Latin, Spanish, French, or Chinese?
Latin.
Is it Latin, Spanish, French, or Chinese?
Chinese?
Asshole.
Okay.
Latin, Spanish, French, or Chinese?
Latin. Chinese.
Latin.
Good job. Look at that. Asshole, surprisingly different from its half-brother ass. Old English actually took the Latin word asshole. It wasn't until the 1930s that they actually started using it as you're an asshole. Asshole. So say your favorite curse word.
Shit.
And where is it from?
German.
Shit.
Shit.
Shit. You guys did the best out of everybody that we got today. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay, but I would feel better if there was a prize.
Yeah, sorry. Well, there you guys have it. Randomology curse word edition. That was fun. You got to find out where some of your favorite curse words come from. I definitely learned a lot, and I hope you guys did too. Shit, God damn it. Back to you at the studio.
That was funny. We were laughing in the studio watching, yeah.
That was a fun piece.
Yeah. All right, let's do something called social media check-in.
All right, Anna Mitch says, Brad, my daughter got married to an American citizen over 3 years ago, never did the paperwork for what form, what form does she need?
A whole bunch of forms, I-45, I-130, I-130A, I-864, I-765, I-131.
Rodrigo Silva says, can I, let me see. Okay, my company applied for my H-1B visa in April 2017. It was denied in December. My company appealed and it took 1 year to hear and second denial. So they appealed it again in January 2019. Have I been accumulating lawful status?
Unlawful status, yes. If your adjustment was denied, yes.
All right. Andre Mackley says, how long does the process for wavering take?
Depends what the waiver is, but generally waivers are taking 6 to 12 months now.
How about the 601 waiver? And
12 months.
What misrepresentation?
Oh, that's at the embassy? Well, it depends. If it's here at Federal Plaza or in a local immigration office or at the embassy, those two different things. But 6 months, 8 months, 9 months.
Okay. Olga says, my brother-in-law was deported 15 years ago. He's 72 and afraid of applying CC for his Social Security benefits.
Why is she afraid of applying?
Maybe because he was deported 15 years ago and he's 72.
Well, if he was deported and not in the country, he's not entitled to Social Security benefits. And if he's in the United States and he was ordered deported and nobody's come to get him, I would be scared to apply for something with the government as well.
Isha says, my spouse is 64 years old and I'm 37. Will this have an effect on our filing issues with USCIS?
The fact that you have a 30-year difference, they may ask you longer questions and a longer interview, but if it's a real marriage, it's a real marriage.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
I hope so, because I'm getting up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not up there, though.
I'm up there.
Okay, L'Oreal says, hey, Brad Squad. We have a petition last 1994 by my father-in-law. Immigrant visa was available last January 2016. But unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away last December 2015. What consideration are we going to do? Is there a visa still available? Hope to hear from you. Thank you.
If the visa is available, as long as you have a family member who can step into the shoes of your deceased father-in-law, and it would be a close family member, not like your third cousin, and you can show humanitarian reasons why you and the family need to come, you would still get your green card.
Okay, James Harris says, will I get a 10-year green card? My wife is the principal applicant and I'm a derivative, or I am the derivative. Our visa category is F3.
If your wife gets through, you would be entitled to as well.
Sandy Lewis says, asking on behalf of a friend. She got married last September. Her husband is a green card holder. Was waiting on his taxes to do the whole citizenship thing. However, his case in court currently where he claims he fired his firearm in the air as a warning at a man who was following him one night. The guy reported him saying he fired at him. How will this affect him applying for a citizenship, especially if he's found guilty?
If he's found guilty, he could be deportable. And you can't apply for I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you're not going to become a citizen while you have a pending criminal case.
Bim Lawrence says, I migrated to the U.S. as a child with my parents as a minor, got into a little bit of trouble with the law, and got deported for possession of narcotics as a child. Now I'm living in Jamaica since 2004. Haven't been in any trouble with the law since then. I've been back. Can I return to the U.S.?
Why was he deported?
Possession of narcotics as a child.
No.
Even if you're a child.
Even if you were an unborn child.
Oh, well, an unborn child.
I don't know how that would happen, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. iTubed DV. Asking for a friend. If the beneficiary is making more money than the petitioner, does the petitioner still have to earn 125% over poverty?
Yes.
MGM says, Brad, just got my interview appointment date after 4 months since we filed, and we've been married for 6 months. My question is, I didn't receive the work authorization.
Yeah, we answered that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Vanish Beckford says, after you put in your application for adjustment of status, from when do you start counting from the day you submit it or after the biometrics? When you start counting I guess counting the days do you start counting from the day you submit or after the biometrics?
Count whatever you want, because whatever you're counting, it's just a guess anyway whenever anything's going to
So when does
happen.
it usually?
It's about 6 months from the time you file, about 4.5 months from the time of the biometrics.
There you go. Seema says, since Donald Trump is changing the law, does the law for brother and sister sponsorship change? My sister filed for me 2013. How many years more will I need to wait to get my permanent?
Donald Trump is not changing the law. He's the president. He only enforces laws. So he's just choosing to enforce the law more stricter, more harsher, more miserably.
Mm-hmm.
They're up to, on brothers and sisters, September 22nd, 2005, so he's got about 8 more years.
Ooh, sheesh. Okay. Sheldon says, I got a VAWA approved last week, but I only filed the I-360 and the I-765. My wife filed the I-130 in 2011, but I was denied the green card. I'll be filing my I-485, so will I be able to use my old priority date?
If it's the wife, if you got an I-130 approved as an F2A and you're basing it on abuse by a permanent resident, yes. If it's U.S. citizen, doesn't matter what your priority date is, you can file the adjustment either way.
Sammy says, what forms do I need to file for my mother and how much money is needed?
Where's your mom? If she's in another country, it's, $535. If she's here, it's $1,760.
Renar says, hey, I asked a question a few days ago. I don't know if it was answered or not. Well,
it was answered, but I'll answer it again.
Well, he didn't ask the question.
The answer is I answered it. Whatever day you asked it, it was most likely answered that day or the next day. Go back and watch.
Exactly. Ma Duke says, hey, Brad, asking for a friend. Can a U.S. citizen file for a green card for adult daughter who is diagnosed with schizophrenia? She's in Jamaica.
You absolutely can, but they may deny her for having a mental illness unless she can prove that she is stable on medication and has medical insurance to cover her medication and whatever future medical issues she has here. So it's basically on a case-by-case basis.
Right. Pa Dauda says, I need help on my case. I sent my green card application in 2018 around November with money which was $1,225. But they sent the money back saying that I don't need to pay because I'm under 18. But on Monday I called them and I asked them about my green card progress. They said they don't have my file, which is weird.
There's no such thing as you don't pay because you're under 18.
Yeah.
Nah.
So why would they send it back?
I don't know. I didn't handle the case.
So that means you
can bring it into me and I could figure it out, but I don't know why.
Queen of my castle, Lee, says, what if you filed for your child who was under 21 at the time and you still don't hear anything about the case and it's been 2 years now?
She's a resident or a citizen?
Does not say.
If you're a resident, you probably won't hear for a little bit. If you're a citizen, you should have heard a long time ago and you should come see me.
Damian Park says, my friend got charged recently for a DWAI recently. How long after can he apply for a citizenship? He's been here for 5.5 years now, and he just got charged for the DWAI.
You can't apply while you have a pending case.
Can he still proceed for naturalization?
No, not while he has a pending case.
Okay. Deba says, I applied for my husband I-485 while he was in the F1. He is done with his biometrics. Does he need to continue school?
No.
David Coates says, Brad, do you support using military funding to increase security at the border? Do you feel as though we should increase the application process?
What application process? If you watch my show, you know that I don't support the military at the border. I don't know what the second question is.
Okay. Ken Kibbet says, Brad, so you're saying that after filing the VAWA because of abuse by a U.S. citizen and down the line you get back together, you're allowed to get married still or be together?
Of course you are.
Would that be questionable?
Maybe, but if that's what happened, that's what happened.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
Right. Tanya
you wouldn't be the first person to get back together with an abusive spouse.
Right. Tanya Atkinson says, hey, squad, did my interview a month ago. I was told I was approved but need to redo my medical, which I did. Still haven't received the card. How soon before I can take action?
You can take action right now, but I would generally wait at least 90 to 120 days. Why take action if it's going to happen? You know, if it becomes, you know, unnecessarily delayed, then do something. I mean, but yes, you can take action right now if you want.
Kniev says, what's the cost to do an orphan petition?
$10 million.
20
million for him.
Okay.
30 million.
All right.
$45 million.
Okay. Is that a question you can't answer?
Let's see what the Magic 8 Ball says. Magic 8 Ball says yes! $45 million. I don't know what, you got to come in. You know, honestly, how we're not selling refrigerators here. Okay? We're not selling Toyotas. You know, you can call up and say the Toyota is $19,000 and try to negotiate it down because you're buying an object. What you're getting here from me is my time, my service, my thought process into your case. What is that worth? Well, after I meet with you and we figure out what needs to happen, I determine in my head, how long are we going to have to work on this case? How difficult are the problems that we have to deal on this case? Who's going to be working on this case? And based on that, I give my best guesstimate of what the value of that service is, and then I tell you what the fee is, just based on time and how hard it's going to be and who's going to be working on it.
All right, Anne Marie says, my husband and I got married like a couple weeks ago, but my husband was married before, so I want to know how long I should wait to file for him, or for him to file for me and my daughter.
You could file the day after you get married.
Queen of my castle says, if you're on child support, can it stop you from getting your citizenship?
If you're not paying it, because you're not a person
How
of good
about
moral
if you're
character.
receiving it?
You're receiving it, you're entitled to it. Why would that affect your moral character?
All right.
It's only things that would affect your moral character. So something that would affect your moral character is you have a responsibility to take care of your children and you don't pay for it. That could be, perhaps, be somebody of bad moral character.
Right. Mark DZ says, a person was convicted with the aggravated felony conspiracy of aiding, abiding with documents servitude and was deported. He would like to apply for an I-212 waiver based on his citizen's wife and kids' hardship in the States.
What was he aiding?
Aiding, abiding with document servitude.
Aiding, abiding with document servitude?
Mm-hmm, this conspiracy.
Some sort of indentured servitude?
Possibly.
Or some sort of trafficking? I would need to know more.
Got it. Joan Cowell says, my husband's sister filed for him and the petition date is February 22nd, 2007. How much time does he have to wait? And he has 4 kids. 3 of them are over 21. The youngest is soon to be 21.
Who petitioned him?
The sister, her husband's sister.
When?
2007.
About 2 to 3 more years.
Beverly says, it's 6 years I filed for my daughter. How much longer do I have to wait? I guess it's been 6 years since she filed for her daughter.
Well, not knowing anything about you or where you're from or if you're a resident or a citizen, my guess would be 2 more years.
Okay.
But that's a guess because there could be 100 reasons why it wouldn't be 2 years.
Right. MGM says, I didn't receive my work authorization, so I have not been working. My wife does not work as well. What's the best way we can prove our bona fide marriage on the finance area?
You're not starving on the streets. You have something. How do you support yourself? Mm-hmm. There has to be a bank account with something, right? There has to be some bill that you have to pay, a rent. Not everything's free in life, right?
Right.
We got to sit down and figure it out.
So this is a follow-up, well, more details with Beverly White. The 6 years that she's filed for the daughter, how much longer does she have to wait? Mm-hmm. She is a citizen in Jamaica.
The daughter's single?
And the daughter is over 21.
Well, if she's single, they're processing October 22nd, 2011. So if she
right.
filed in 2013, 2 more years. I was right.
There you go. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
There you go. That's it.
That's it, brother.
No mas?
Oh, actually, we did. Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, oh, they're coming in.
What?
Wait, let me see.
It's okay. We're just live.
I know. What? Hey, guys.
Yeah, just take your time, Yo-Yo.
Oh, no, that's it. That's it, brother.
All right. Hump Day, Block A. Take the viewers' calls. Hump Day Bradamology. Social media check-in. Julian the TriCaster guy was right.
Yes.
Comments of the day.
All right, our first comment of the day comes on YouTube from Ken Kivett. The Brad Show has really come a long way. A lot of transformation and improvements. Way to go, Brad.
Wow.
You keep getting better by producing the best informative content for your viewers.
I'm going to tell you something. That's not my compliment. That's a compliment of everybody else but me. I just show up. It's the producers, the editors, everyone behind the scenes.
They work hard.
Ken, they work very hard. We have a huge team that's really dedicated, works hard. I love them all, and that's all them.
Yes.
I just show up like an idiot savant answering immigration questions.
Yeah. That's true.
Basically.
All right, our second one comes on YouTube from Suzette Lodge. Matt is saying, "Hey Brad, love you and your team. Very informative. Can't wait to have a consultation with you, Brad. Call Brad." Woo!
Yeah!
Yes. Right. All right, our third one comes on Facebook from Aretha Lockhart Johnson. Says, "Hello to the best legal team, giving truthful information on immigration. Hashtag high five to the best legal team."
Thank you.
I like that
That's
hashtag.
very nice. Hashtag best legal team.
I like it.
Yes.
All right, now for our last comment of the day on Facebook. It's about the Bradamology segment today. Melbourne says, I read and said all those words just now. Brad and Yo-Yo, you just won't let me be good for Lent. Watch at your own risk, guys.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble with the guy up there. Come on.
Me either, since I was the one who actually did the segment.
Getting me in trouble with the big man up there. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So Sam, as part of the production. We have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.